Today we'll be talking about small talk. It's a great way to practice your English. Let's dive in. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Speak Easy English. We're so excited to have you with us today.
And I'm Tommy. Want to improve your English the easy way? You're in the right place.
Tommy, a lot of our listeners wonder what exactly is small talk. Can you break it down for us?
Of course. Small talk is the friendly, informal conversation we have with people we don't know well. It's about everyday topics like the weather, weekend plans, hobbies, or even current events.
That's right. Many English learners wonder why small talk is even important, as it might seem pointless at first.
I get that. But small talk actually plays a big role. It helps people get comfortable with each other.
Exactly. Think about it. When you meet someone new, jumping straight into deep conversations might feel weird, right?
Definitely. Small talk is a way to warm up for more meaningful conversations. It gives people a chance to get used to each other's speaking style and personality before talking about bigger topics.
And, in many English-speaking cultures, small talk is expected. If you avoid it, you might come off as unfriendly, even if that's not your intention.
True, small talk is a sign of politeness and friendliness, especially in places like the US or the UK. It shows respect.
Can you give us some examples of typical small talk topics, Tommy?
Absolutely. The weather is the most common one. You might say, "Lovely day, isn't it?" Or, "Looks like it's going to rain." You can also talk about shared experiences, like, "Busy day today, huh?" Or, "This coffee shop makes the best lattes." Asking about weekend plans is another great topic, like, "Do you have any plans for the weekend?" Or, "Got anything exciting coming up?" These are all easy, neutral topics that work well for small talk.
And remember, small talk can also lead to real connections. Many great friendships start with simple conversations.
Exactly. Small talk helps you discover shared interests. You might mention a movie you saw, and the other person might love the same actor. Suddenly, you've got something deeper to discuss.
That's a perfect point. Small talk is about testing the waters and seeing if you have something in common. I remember moving to a new city and feeling lonely, but chatting with my neighbour about gardening led to a friendship that's lasted years. It all started with, "Those flowers you're planting are beautiful."
That's such a great example. Small talk is also super important in work settings, isn't it?
Absolutely. At work, small talk builds relationships and creates a positive atmosphere. It's hard to work with someone you've never had a casual conversation with. I found that small talk before meetings makes everyone feel more relaxed and helps meetings run smoother.
And for people learning English, small talk is great for practice. It's real-world English in action.
That's right. Since small talk topics are predictable, you can prepare ahead of time. Tommy, what advice would you give someone who feels nervous about making small talk in English?
First of all, don't worry about being perfect. Native speakers will appreciate your effort, even if your grammar isn't perfect.
Great point. Also, having a few ready-made questions or comments can really help. Like, "How was your weekend?" Or, "Do you work here?" And watching how others do small talk can give you clues on what phrases to use.
What about cultural differences? Small talk varies between cultures, right?
Definitely. In some cultures, asking about family is normal, while in others, it's seen as too personal. It's important to learn what's appropriate where you are. For example, in the US, people often talk about sports, while in the UK, the weather is a go-to topic.
That's an important point. Keep it light and friendly at first. As you get to know someone, the conversation can naturally become deeper.
What if someone worries about running out of things to say during small talk?
A great trick is asking open-ended questions that can't be answered with just yes or no. For example, instead of asking, "Did you have a good weekend?" try, "What did you do this weekend?"
That's perfect. Follow-up questions show you're interested. And remember, sharing a little about yourself keeps the conversation balanced. It shouldn't feel like an interview.
Exactly. Small talk is like a tennis match, back and forth. When someone shares something, you respond with something related, and then ask another question.
How do you end small talk, Tommy?
That can be tricky, but simple phrases like, "It was nice talking to you," or "I should get back to work well. You can also say, "Let's catch up again soon," if you'd like to keep the conversation going.
And don't forget about body language. Smiling, making eye contact, and nodding shows you're engaged, even if you're not saying much.
Those nonverbal cues are super important. They help make the conversation feel warm, even when your vocabulary is limited.
Remember, small talk isn't just filler. It's a way to build connections and make relationships. Don't be afraid to practice your small talk skills in English. Start with simple topics, show interest, and remember, everyone loves a friendly chat. That was today's episode of Speak Easy English. We hope to help you learn and grow. See you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe and share this episode with your friends, and we'll see you next time on Speak Easy English.